Hey everybody, Forever Retro 82 here. Hope you're staying safe and being well out there. So I just got off the bike and doing some thinking and things and whatever. I don't do these very often. I don't vlog very often because I just don't feel the need to anymore. I mean, people do that daily anyways on all social media. So if you need to see the face of an ugly fucker like me, you got your choices. You got your people. You got your Osmond Gold, even though he's banned off Twitch right now. Yeah, I pay attention. I don't watch that guy. I think he's annoying. I don't know why people like him, but he's like the PewDiePie of the 2020s. So, except less clean, obviously, because PewDiePie was a sparkling clean motherfucker, and he's won in life, so I can't, fault him for that. Lucky him. I wish most of us, if not all of us, could win in life, right? Have a good wife, a family. I mean, I don't know why he's living in Japan, but I'm pretty sure he's mentioned it. I don't watch him, don't follow him, don't care, really. Right, because I'm 43 years old. I don't care. You can tell. I mean, you can see the lines on my face. You can see the fat in my face. I'm old as shit, right? But right now I'm about to apply some diflocanac because it's Voltaren, basically. It's medical grade, hospital grade Voltaren. Because my arm is completely fucked up. You can kind of tell by looking. It's just not doing too hot. It's like here, there's heat here, and there's a little bit of heat here. It's not infected though, and that's the weird thing. What is one of the reasons I wanted to make this video. Like I said, I don't like to make these vlogs anymore. I don't like to. I mean, I only like to be on camera to do my gaming shtick because I don't want to bore you to death, have you something to watch or whatever. So you're gonna have to watch me unless you don't want to, and then you can either downvote or click off. I don't care at this point because, like I said, I'm not here for a popularity contest. I'm just here to do what I like to do, I guess you could say, and hang out with all of you most of the time. So basically, I'm gonna explain some things, and like I said, this is not. I'm not playing victim here. I don't want sympathy, and yes, I do talk with my hands. You notice that. I don't know why. It's a nervous habit of mine, or it's just something I'm used to. I don't know. I mean, it kind of makes me look creepy with the glove on. I love the Trill gloves, by the way. These are base. Also, it's like cool. It kind of makes me look like badass. I'm like, hey, ready to commit murder or something. No, I'm not. Anyways, so I want to say, yeah, it was last week, Tuesday. I had very little urine output, and as you guys have known, I've been kind of hinting back for. I've been having problems with my kidneys, and normally that's caused by, diabetes, which unfortunately I am low diabetes. Like I don't go higher than 130, which is good, right? Because I don't barely eat anymore. I've been kind of starving myself. I'm trying to do it safely, though, meaning if I'm starving or if I'm really hungry, I will eat a little something so I don't feel that anymore. So, but I've been doing it safely as possible. If I feel dizzy or whatever, if I feel very faint, I'll go eat something. But that's not the only reason I'm feeling that way. So, anyways, I need to get started on this. I need to put like I said, this is not scripted or nothing, so I'm just doing this on the fly. Basically, they give you a stick and one of these fuckers, right? And there's two of them. There's one long one for the 4.5, and this one here is for the 2 grams. I need to fill up to that line, and then I put it on my glove, and then I rub it in my elbow. So I'm gonna do that. Anyways, back to what I was talking about originally. I was in the hospital Tuesday because of low urine output, and I went in there and. First of all, my blood pressure was stupidly high. Like, I think it was like 185 over 130, and it was. But I was able to lay down. They gave me some morphine first of all, and they also gave me Norflex, which is a muscle relaxer. I don't recall ever taking Norflex. I heard the name, but was never given it to me. So I took that, and that familiar chest burn you get from morphine. I remember that shit pretty quick. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. It's on my hand, just in case you need to see the details. So they gave me Norflex and they gave me morphine, and I felt that familiar chest burn from morphine, and I was just sitting there, just like, whoa, but unfortunately, it hit me the wrong way, and I started to panic. Like my body was just like, or my brain was telling me, okay, this isn't good. But I just, I was already having panic attacks prior to this because of just the stress I've been under, like mentally. And the nurse was there, and she saw me just freaking out, and she held my hand. She was really sweet. She's like, don't worry, sweetheart, it's gonna be fine. She was talking so sweet to me, and it helped, and I was able to calm down and enjoy the buzz from the morphine. And believe me, I did. Oh God, did I enjoy that? But after that, my blood pressure started going down, and eventually got to the normal level that I'm used to, which is 120/70. I think it was one. Actually, it was more like 123/74. So, which is normal for me. Anyway. Anyways, I mean, I need to get it to 120/74, obviously, or 70. Sorry, brain's being retarded. So I took that and everything. They did a CT scan of my kidneys. Turned out my right kidney. Now the pain was in my left kidney, or what I thought was my left kidney. More on that in a minute. And turns out that there was a tiny, not even a pebble, like a half a pebble, I want to say, a very tiny remnant of a stone in my right kidney. I felt nothing, like no pain. I've had 2 kidney stones before. Some, ones that were no more noticeable in a CT scan than this one was, and it was just, it was really small. And she's like, there was a little stone, renal stone as I call it, in your right kidney. But she's like, I want you to see a kidney specialist. Now, I already know I'm going to get bitched at because my uric acid is high, because obviously I am a Saturday beer drinker. I used to drink twice a week. I don't do that no more. I can't. I'm getting too old for that now. And it's affecting my health. So I can't be doing twice a week. That's just absurd and unacceptable for... I think that shit's dried off. Okay, so I got to see a kidney specialist tomorrow. And at 2:15. So we'll see what goes on there. But, so after that all got taken care of, they sent me home. They're like, okay, well, I got you some prescriptions waiting for you at your pharmacy, and go ahead and pick them up tomorrow or whenever they get them filled, and hopefully that'll help you. They gave me, at that time, they were trying to give me the pill form or the home form of Noflex. My insurance won't cover it. But they did give me these Actually, that's the second one. More on that, too. I won't show you the label. These are Tylenol 3s. You can, I don't know if you can see those. Yeah, Tylenol 3s. So, they gave me that for pain. As you notice, I still have them because I'm not a pill popper like my missus was, God rest her soul. So, I thought everything was fine. Then the next day, Wednesday, I had a doctor's appointment with my doctor, my actual doctor, my physician. I am so pissed at him. I do not like this guy anymore. I need to find a new doctor. I really do. I need to just get off my ass, stop being, because it's like, he's trying to help me in the best of his ability, but it's not enough. And what I mean by that, he constantly pushes counseling on me, and you guys know how I feel about therapy. Some of you may not feel that way. Some of you, it may have worked for you guys, and honest to God, if it helps you and it's helped you cope with this bullshit life that we all live, dude, I'm happy for you. For legitimately, I'm glad you found something that works. Me, I've been in counseling for a half of my life, maybe a little more. I think I stopped going when I was 35 or 36, maybe around there. It does nothing for me. All it is just reciting from a goddamn book and giving you and throwing pills at it. What does he do? He wants me to see a counselor, which I refuse, but he still throws pills at it, and I tell him, no, I don't want to take this shit. And he forces it on me. Meaning he'll fill it up and I'll just take it home and dump it. Because I ain't gonna use it. He put me on was it Celexa, I want to say it's called? I'm not sure if that's if that's what it's called. I was gonna try, but then I thought, fuck this. I'm not a fucking lab rat. So I told him I stopped taking it and lied to him, said it made me feel like shit all the time. Which it probably would have anyways, because that's what all SSRIs do to me. So he gives me another one. It's actually an experimental one called oh shit. I'll put the name below. It's like, no, fuck this. If you guys don't mind, let me look it up online real fast. It's a catalytic. Oh my god. Actually, I don't fucking know. Give me 1 minute. I am so sorry. I don't mean to do this, but I was looking up the other day and I was showing my guys on my Discord, because the side effects are stupid. One of them is death if you're old and have dementia. Oh boy, that's great for everybody, right? See, that's what I mean. These SSRIs can fuck off. They help one thing but can kill you. I mean, let's be honest. Everything can kill you. Everything. But, you know, it's just... I'm not going to take a pill to make me happy if it has the ability to stop my fucking heart from beating. Because that's absolutely fucking ludicrous. Yeah, I shouldn't be angry because blood pressure, Scott. But fuck it. I don't give a shit. I can't find this shit. I'll just... Oh, here we go. Yeah. Caplyta. Caplyta. Yeah, Luma Teperon? See, I can't even pronounce it. Yeah. I don't know. If any of you take that, let me know. And tell me how it does for you. He gave me the lowest dose, and he gave me the highest dose. He wants me to start on a low dose, and after I'm done with that, take the high dose. I don't want to take it at all. Because I don't like these. I don't like them. I don't. The only one SSRI that actually helped for the longest time before it stopped was Effexor. It was actually, when I got out of the mental home, not this last time, but the time before that in 2012, I want to say, yeah, I was on Effexor XR, and that worked pretty good. Pretty good. It wasn't great, but it worked pretty good. The only thing I hate about it is it took forever to have an orgasm. I mean, it wasn't like Lexapro, which I couldn't have an orgasm on whatsoever unless I tried really hard and squeezed really hard. Don't do that. It's painful. But, I mean, when you want to come, you want to come. I mean, we're guys. This is what we like to do. So, anyways. So, yeah, he put me on that shit. And I was so pissed off about it. I even told him, he was like saying, like, you know, we can't keep throwing pills at this. I'm like, then stop. He's like, well, you need some help and this and that, blah, blah. I'm like, that's your CBT talking. He snapped at me. And I said, Dr. Heiss, look, because that's his name. I don't even care. If he calls me out, he can. I don't care. I'm like, Dr. Heiss, it's like this. You believe what you want. And if therapy, as it stands, the current state it's in, appreciates you and accommodates you with your mental grievances and problems and ego or whatever, I'm happy for you, sincerely, and I mean that. No smart assholery right here. I am happy for you. I am legitimately happy for you, because I'm happy with anyone. Anyone that gets anything from therapy, I'm happy for you. But it's not for me. You know what's real help, and I'll explain that later, though. Let me go on to my second hospital visit. Because from after Dr. Heiss, we went ahead and left, and he set me up a dietitian. I gotta call them. I haven't called them yet because I can't find the fucking paperwork. It's either in the car or it's in the house somewhere. I gotta find it. It's a stack of paper they give you when you leave the doctor's office. I gotta call them. He also wants me to do these. See, I'm going way ahead of everything. So I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna dial it back a little bit. So that pain that I said that was in my left side when I went to the hospital, right? I thought it was my kidneys. It wasn't actually. It was flank pain. The muscle in my back is damaged to the point where it's well, first of all, I have arthritis in the lower of my spine. I also have scoliosis, meaning my spine is reversed, more or less. So I have flank pain. So he taught me something about turning this way, pushing my head down a little bit this way, and you know, straightening my spine or sticking it out or something, and doing this. And yeah, until you feel it, which I do. And he said he wants me to do that for like 30 seconds at a time. He wants me to stretch that muscle. Because he's like, what I'm feeling... Because then he went behind me and did karate chops where my kidneys are. He's like, do you feel that? Like pain? Or do you feel any discomfort from that? And I didn't. I'm like, no. He's like, okay, then that's not your kidneys. That's your flank muscles. And that's the flank. And you need to do stretches for that. Because I never get pain in my right hand side. It's always on my left, and pretty much it's my left flank, I guess. So I gotta basically do what I just showed you. Basically, I gotta stick my spine out a little bit, turn my head, put my hand behind my head like this, and just lightly bend and turn until I feel it, and hold it for about 30 seconds. Oh, sorry, and let go. I don't know why I'm gassed up. I didn't eat anything since last night. So, so it wasn't my kidneys that was in pain. It was just my flank. So I was like, okay, whatever, fine. Great, fantastic, wonderful. So, we So I go ahead and he's like, because I was telling him basically what my diet is, and my diet is the following: salad, chicken, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, cauliflower, zucchini, apples, lemon juice with my green tea, apple cider vinegar with my green tea, bottled water. Case in point. And that's pretty much it. I have not had fast food since for a couple months now. I want to say 2, 3 months now. I haven't had Chinese, pizza, McDonald's, Brahms. None of that. I haven't gone out to eat. Well, okay. My anniversary, yes, I went to the restaurant that my wife and I used to go to, but that was like a once in a blue moon kind of thing, to relive a memory and to be there. And the waitress was sweet. She sat with me. She talked with me. She basically was acting as my wife, But she was a sweet girl, very pretty. She sat and we just talked for a while. It was dead in there, so she didn't have anybody else to serve or anything. So we just talked about different things. We talked about the mall, places we've been, spiders, garden, flowers, just everything, you know. And of course, I'm a dickhead. I asked for her number, but she was obviously really younger than me. But I'm like, hey, do you think I could have your number? We could talk more and stuff. She's like, honestly, I'm just going through a breakup. If I wasn't feeling like I would say yes, but I'm going through a breakup right now. My boyfriend cheated on me, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Well, okay then. It was nice talking to you. I don't remember her name, but I probably shouldn't give it because then people would probably go up there and be like, oh, do you know that fat guy you talked to on the 23rd or 25th of March? Yeah, stay away from him. He's a piece of shit. Because they do that. They tried to get me fired from Boston Market back in the day. Of course, my manager laughed at him, basically said they're a bunch of chodes. Because I told him, don't be surprised if you get phone calls of people talking about me and shit. And he's like, why? Are you like bullied online or something? I'm like, yeah, pretty much. He's like, okay, no problem. And yeah, he didn't pay no need to it. He knew I did a good job, and I mean that's the thing. Those people just thought I was this piece of shit because they know what they see on here. But in reality, I'm not that bad of a person. I say a lot of crazy shit, but that's just my persona. That's who I am. I like to laugh, and I like to keep things a little edgy and a little more interesting. So now, we're at the second hospital visit. So what was happening here is I was sitting here, just vaping a little bit, watching some videos on, and all of a sudden I felt really hot, like real hot, like feverish, right? So I'm sitting here just thinking, okay, and then of course my elbow was also hot. So I'm thinking, okay, what is this? Is this because at first I'm thinking it's gout because it has the same kind of feelings, but it wasn't. I explained that in my last video, but I'll explain it again for the sake of people who didn't watch my last video. So I went to the bedroom because I have two thermostats, basic thermometers in there. And why do I have two? Because they came in a double pack. I think they're Elmer's or something. No, not Elmer's. Doesn't matter. Anyways, you press the button and you put it under your tongue and you wait. The first time I got a reading, it was 99.5, which is right there on the fever scale. So I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe I just need to chill, drink some water. Maybe it'll go down. Maybe this is just something I'm feeling. Maybe I'm just getting sick, really. But I'm like thinking, but my elbow, it's swollen and it's hot. So obviously it's got to be infected or something. So, I waited about maybe a half hour. I started to feel even worse. And then I went ahead and took my temperature again. It was 100.5. And I'm like, shit. I was starting to panic. Like, I started to feel that ramp up feeling you get when you have anxiety attacks. That ramp up in your stomach, to your heart, to your brain. It was like tidal wave. I'm like, oh shit, I better go to the hospital again. And I'm like thinking that, they took my blood on fucking Tuesday. Why didn't they find anything then? So I told my friends that I was going to the hospital. Now here's the thing is, when I'm feverish, I'm loopy. I mean, I'm loopy sometimes anyways, but I'm really loopy when I'm sick or feverish. So what happened was I grabbed what I thought I had everything, and I went ahead and locked my door because I didn't want people coming in my home. Just in case they were going to keep me or something if I have something serious going on with my arm. So, I'm trying to remember all this, so forgive me. I want to get this piece by piece so you guys have the whole story. So I grabbed my Legion Go and my tablet, and I went out the door. I had my wallet, and then I closed the door, and then it dawned on me. I forgot the fucking keys, and I just locked myself out of the house. So I'm panicking once more. I'm having a fever. I'm feeling like absolute shit. It's raining too, because it was raining forever at that time. It was just raining, and it would not quit. And this was on, I want to say Thursday or Friday night. I can't remember. It's one of those, because when you're sick like that, you can't remember shit. You just remember feeling like shit. You don't have really concept of time, or it's not an important matter. The important is to get yourself somewhere where you can be looked at and taken care of course, because that's important. So I'm like, fuck, what do I do? So I tried calling my, it's like 3 in the morning. I went ahead and just chanced it. I tried calling my friend that lives down the road she has all the spare house keys, because she's basically the manager when the real manager is not on property. Didn't pick up the phone, not surprised. Tried calling the maintenance guy. I'm thinking maybe he's up doing a late job, maybe he can just stop by and help me when he's done or whatever. Nothing. I called my landlord, who is technically the manager. Nothing. So I'm sitting in the car now. Call me a bitch. That's okay. I started crying because I felt defeated. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'm like, not only am I locked out of the house, I can't go to the hospital, and I have a fever, and so what am I gonna do? Just sit here and die? Suddenly I just started getting really angry, unhealthful, the seeing red angry kind, which is when I get dangerous. And I said, you know what? Fuck this. So I got out of the car. It's raining as like hell still. And I start kicking my door. I start kicking it where the door meets the frame. Just kept kicking it, and eventually it came ajar enough to where I could open it. I was like, oh, thank you, Christ. I bent the door, though. It still locks. It's just the bottom part's bent. It's the shit. I might see if I can use a hammer or something and see if I can bend it back into place, but I doubt it. I'll probably have to buy a new door. Those are not cheap. And I don't know how to put a door on because I'm retarded. I can have Rob teach me, my maintenance guy. He would teach me how to do that, I'm sure. I mean, I'm always willing to learn something if someone's willing to teach me. Just no one ever wants to teach me any fucking thing. It's annoying. Because I learn by looking and observing and having hands-on. I don't learn by books. I don't. I never did. That's why, with school, yeah, it was different, though. That's arithmetic. You're supposed to learn by book. But I'm talking, actual shit that matters to you when you're an adult? Yeah. The stuff, hands-on and observation. That's how I learn. Anyway, so yeah, I got the door ajar. I got in, and then for some reason, that little bit of movement and everything, my fever went down to 99.5 again. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give myself a half hour, just a half hour. And if it goes up, I'm going to the hospital. And sure enough, it did a half hour later. I was pounding down water. I wasn't vaping as much because I was already freaking the fuck out. And I was just not happy about anything that was going on at that moment. So I'm like, okay. So I grabbed my Legion Go. I grabbed my tablet. So I have stuff to do, because hospitals are boring as fuck, and I wasn't unconscious, so I'd be alright. I grab all that. I go to the hospital. Okay, and then I didn't even get my Legion Go out, and they already called me, because there was only one person there before me. But apparently they were waiting on somebody, because they didn't call them back, they called me back, so I was thinking, okay, maybe this person's waiting on somebody in the hospital. So they called me back to triage at first, and of course they took my blood pressure. This was scary. My blood pressure was 207 over 145. That is not only heart attack level, that's also stroke level. I looked at it and I started freaking out even more. I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna fucking die? I started flipping on the nurse. I wasn't violent or nothing. I was just holding my head, oh my god, am I gonna die here? And she's like, no, you're in a hospital. If something happens, we'll take care of you. It's fine. She's like, calm down, because all you're gonna do is make it go up even more. You don't need that. That's really high. And I'm like, yeah, no kidding, thanks. And my heartbeat was going at 106. My heartbeat was 106. So I'm just thinking there, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna die. Awesome, great. I'm just hoping it's immediate if I do. So I go to the so they put me in the room. I'm laying in bed, and I'm just feeling anxiety, just nonstop, nonstop. Just I'm like I constantly feel like I'm going to die. And I was laying there in bed, and and I basically said I'm gonna die, because I felt it. I felt like I was because I just had that never-ending nerve feeling you get in your head when you have anxiety and such. It just kept going. So I didn't know. I'm like, well, this sucks. I just wish it would just happen so I wouldn't have to feel like this because this is terrible. So I laid there for what seemed like forever. Finally, this guy comes in, doctor, nice guy. He's an older gentleman, has a had a little bit of peach fuzz. I look at him. He's like, you look. He's like, I'm Doctor So and So. I don't remember his name. I have it in the paper right here, but I'm not going to mention it. It's not important. And I'm like, nice to meet. And usually when my blood pressure is that high, I talk very softly. Like, I was like, nice to meet you, doctor. I don't know if you heard that, but I was like that. I was just like, nice to meet you, doctor. He's like, what's going on today? I said, well, sir, I'm going to try to talk the way I talked there. I was like, well, sir, my elbow is swollen and I had a fever. And I don't know if it's an infection or anything, so I decided to come in and get it looked at, and my blood pressure is really high. And then I start saying, and I have anxiety, and I started crying because I was starting to lose control again. He grabs me by the forearm. He's like, don't. He's like, because if you work yourself up, you're going to make it worse. I'm like, doctor, I can't help it, though. This is what I have. I've had this for years. I don't know how to do anything for it. I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't know. I mean, everyone says it's emotional, but I think it's physical too. And he's like, it is. He's like, I'm not going to bullshit you, sir. It is physical too. They say it's all in the mind. No, it's not. There's something going on in your body that's triggering your anxiety or your sympathetic nervous system. So there's something going on in your body. It could be anything that's triggering your nervous system. So it's not just your mind. It's your body too. And that was a breath of fresh air for me to hear someone say that, because I've always heard it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. Fuck off. So basically, what happens is after that, I'm trying to remember. He's like he fills my arm and he looks at it and he tells me to do like this. That still hurts. He's like make a fist for me. So I mean, it's just I don't know if you can see anything over there. I mean, you can see him constrict, right? But it hurts when I do that. And he was feeling. He's like, okay, there's a break here. There's a break there. He's like, it's not red because it's not. You can see it's not red. It's my skin color, more or less. All over. Because he told me, he's like, if it was an infection, it'd be a little red. If you had sepsis, it would be really red. He's like, what you got here, sir, sounds like it's tendonitis. A bad case of it, too. You got two lightly torn tendons there. That's why you got pain when you make a fist in between. It's these two fingers. These two fingers. I mean, it's not totally torn, obviously. I can bend them. They're just a little torn to where they're causing me some discomfort. You know what that was caused by? Are they around me? Let me grab one. The night before all this shit happened, I was having anxiety like a motherfucker. I was having impending doom just hit me wave after wave. So you know what I was doing? I was grabbing this one and the other one. Now this is my right arm, so I can do this with my right arm. And I was literally doing these like stupidly fast, like faster than this. I don't want to mess up this arm now. But I was doing these like really fast. I think I did like 50, 70 all in one go. Didn't breathe. Or didn't break, excuse me. So I need to drop it out because I put it down with my bad arm. So yeah, I was doing that like on I think it was Monday, because Monday I rode the exercise bike and all that. And I explained to the doctor, I'm like, I don't understand any of this. I gave up instant ramen. I gave up Chinese food that I like. I gave up pizza. I gave up any kind of fast food if I was out and about. I haven't had any of that stuff in a while. He's like, well, first of all, if you like that stuff, you don't have to deprive yourself of it entirely. Just moderation. I'm like, I know, but what's considered moderation? He's like, twice a month? He's like, do that. Because he's like, don't deprive of what you like altogether, just don't do it a lot. I'm like, all right, well, I don't do it a lot. Well, I used to. I mean, because, when my wife was alive, I didn't feel like cooking. So, Sundays I'd get her nice and Chinese. And then sometimes the following Wednesday or Tuesday, I go get her a pizza and me a pizza. She'd eat half of hers and I would eat the whole of mine because I could eat a whole pizza. But that'd be all I eat the whole day. I wouldn't eat anything prior to that. That's the thing with my meals. I only want to eat that meal and then that's it for the day. That's how I am. Truthfully. It's only the times when I would have a rumbling stomach like before or after I would eat a little of something. If I know what I'm going to eat that day, if it's going to be one of those, nothing. I would just hold on until I feel like making the order and going to go get it. If I don't plan on it, I just eat like a sandwich or an apple or something, and then later on I eat usually what my dinner, which is like 2 chicken breasts and broccoli and rice. Cut the chicken, those chicken up, make a big old rice bowl, and just eat all that, and just be nice and full. That sounds good. I might have that for dinner tonight. I don't know. Anyway, so the guy's like, also, I'm going to give you something else too. I think that will benefit you. I can't show you the label, but it's this. This is metoprolol, aka a beta blocker. I've never been on any kind of heart medication at all. Never in my entire life. I've been on losartan recently, and that gave me impending doom all the time, and it made me feel like absolute shit, and I stopped taking it because of that. However, this stuff, he told me that this stuff would not only, it's going to change your heartbeat, it's going to make your heartbeat slower. He's like, but also, it's going to keep you calm and relaxed. He's like, by the way I'm looking at you, you haven't been relaxed in probably God knows how long. He's like, and usually benzodiazepines work for that, but I honestly think that you need something that's actually going to keep you calm and keep you calm for a long period of time. Because he's like, benzodiazepines, they go in and out within an hour, maybe 2 at most, but they do work. He's like, with beta blockers, they slow your pulse down, they slow your heart down. So you have to be a little careful when you do things. They will make you fatigued. They will make you tired. But at the same time, they will make you feel more focused, more calm, more collected. Now, I was nervous when I took this medication 2 days ago. But I was sitting here. I was starting to feel those familiar anxiety feelings of dread, and death was imminent. So I just said, fuck it. Took it, waited about a half an hour, and all of a sudden it hit me, and it was like kind of like a high. That feeling, that tight, like sinking feeling you get in your head. I don't know if that makes sense to any of you. Anyways, when I was taking that medication, and sure enough, once it started fully affecting me, I was calm. I wasn't worried anymore. I was relaxed. And I'm sitting there thinking, what the fucking kind of devilry shit is this? And you know what? It works. It works wonderfully. But here's the problem. He didn't give me a refill. I don't know if I should be taking these long term now. He gave me what is considered a low dose. In what universe is 25 milligrams a low dose? I don't know. So, anyways, so he gave me those, and he also gave me hydrocodones. I'm glad my wife isn't alive, because she would have found every way in her fucking mind to steal those, because I think I told you guys a story. I don't think, if I haven't, I'll tell you the short version of it. I had my wisdom teeth taken out about 5-6 years ago. Okay? And they gave me 6 Narcos to deal with the pain. She took them all in one day, and then she tried to cover it up and lie about it. She said, and I quote, I don't know what happened to them. I think you misplaced them, or they've been misplaced. I don't know where they are. I look at her, I'm like, Michelle, what kind of fucking idiot do you think I am? You took them, and you probably took all 6 of them. Because you're an addict. You've always been an opiate addict, and you will be probably till the day you pass. And she was, because she used to take methadone. So, yeah, she took them. Now, guess what, Michelle? You can't take these. They're mine. And notice they're still full, because I'm not a pill popper. If I'm in pain, though, I will take them, sure. I already took one Tylenol 3 the other night. The high hit me like a fucking freight train, too. I was just like, hey, no. But I was in bed, so I was able to fall asleep while having GameSack play in the background. But no, this Metro Prolo, I mean, it's like propanolol, you know. It's a beta blocker. Just wow, it's a game changer. It's made me feel good. I hope it continues to do so. I mean, medications can work great right out of the gate, but then they work like ass later on, and it's also dangerous. You know, it affects your pulse. You know, but hopefully, you know, I could take these. Anyways, with all that being out of the way, that's pretty much what happened. So basically, this is what's going on right now. This is what's going on in the life of me. If you give a shit, okay? I got a kidney appointment tomorrow. Friday, I gotta take my black kitten who hates people for some reason. I don't know why she hates people. She'll lay with me. She'll let me pet her once in a while, but most of the time she'll make like a noise, like a trilling, and run away from me. I don't know why that is, but I need to get her fixed, and hopefully that will calm her down a little bit. I gotta get her fixed on Friday, and then I got the appointments to get the other two girls fixed in August, if I'm still alive. So that's good. Get all my animals fixed. That way, hopefully things will calm down around here. Got my wallet. I see you, dude. I see you. Yeah. You blinking at me, I'm blinking at you back, buddy. It's my buddy. Love my wife. So that's going on with me. But anyways, the one reason I'm making this video, I mean, I'm sorry for the long story and all that. I was just trying to get it word for word. I hope you enjoyed that. But there's another thing I've been thinking about. I was riding my bike, like I said, I was riding my bike prior to hopping up on camera here. And I took my water pill, of course, because it's time. I was thinking about maybe doing like once a week, just once a week, not all 3 days, but once a week, you know, while I'm on the bike, you know, maybe vlog while I ride my exercise bike, just talking about random shit. So I guess what I'm trying to ask here is, would you guys be interested in that? I'm pretty sure some of you will. If you don't, let me know. I mean, like I said, the comment section exists for a reason. Not everyone uses it, and when you do, I appreciate it because I like feedback. I really do. It helps me understand if I'm like, okay, is this something they like here, or is this something they could do without? You know, stuff like that. So, so I'm asking you. I mean, I was thinking about calling it Riding Retro. You know, Riding Retro. I'll be on my recumbent bike. I'll set it up where the bookcase is and just pedal and just talk about random shit. Would you guys be interested in that at all? I'll try to do it on Mondays because I try to do my exercises either Monday through Wednesday or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It all depends on how I'm feeling. Like, cause you know, if I feel like I can't ride, I won't ride. But I try to do at least 3 days a week, and I also try to do the weights too. But the doctor told me I need to be a month or maybe a little more until my arm completely heals. Don't do any weights. But I am going to try those. I'm going to try to grab the weight and hold it like this and see if I can do my squats. I'm going to try that. But I'm not going to film any of my weight things. I mean, I got my dumbbells here. I mean, you've seen them on the floor. I show it to you guys once in a while on the camera and all that. But I was thinking about maybe, you know, taking my tablet and make sure it's charged because, you know, that's the only thing I got that can film me. And I can, you know, go to my exercise bike, turn it on, start pedaling, and be like, hey, Forever Tree, here we are, we're riding retro. And I put on my timer for, you know, 25, 30 minutes and just ride and talk about shit, you know, that's on my head or whatever. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I'm just fucking trailing off now. But this video has gone on for a very long time. I hope you enjoy it. If you don't, that's fine. I'm trying to better my health, guys. It's very hard for me. I mean, it's hard for anybody, but I am going to continue to fight this war until either I get totally defeated, meaning death, or I get better. Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get better. And in some ways, I think, even on camera, I don't look as bloated as I was, say, like a month ago. So I think some things are working. I mean, I still have the gut, obviously. Obviously. You know, but I think there's some changes around here. Yes, I know, my fucking room is fucking trash. I need to clean it. That's something definitely in the works. But anyways, I am Forever Retro 82. I am signing off. You guys have a great one. Remember to keep gaming, keep loving each other, keep it retro, and just let me know of your thoughts, and I hope you enjoyed this video for what it is worth. You know, hopefully you had a snack with it. It's a long one, so... So, you know, until we all see each other, I suppose, please do. Take care.